The story begins with an exorcism performed by a priest on a woman named Hannah in a church. The prayers he recites cause her body to react.
God himself commands you. Stop! Hannah, I know you're in there.
However, instead of being cured, Hannah started laughing. She turned and attacked the priest. Because the demon was stronger, the priest was killed instantly. Seeing this, Hannah's father had no choice but to kill her by smothering her with a pillow. 3 months later, a woman named Megan is shown training. Megan is a former police officer with a past where she witnessed her colleague being shot and killed by a criminal, but she was unable to do anything at the time. This incident left her restless and depressed. She receives a call for an interview, informing her that she has a job opportunity at a hospital. The person providing this information is Lisa, a therapist and close friend of Megan. Lisa tells Megan that she needs to meet with Dr. Luis in order to secure the position as a morgue attendant. Megan meets with Dr. Luis, who explains the work environment, mentioning that the previous employees couldn't handle the job due to the strange occurrences they experienced. However, this does not deter Megan. Dr. Luis showed Megan around the workplace, explaining the procedures she needed to follow, such as photographing newly arrived corpses and scanning their fingerprints. Megan would start working the next night from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. What an extraordinary job, isn't it? Everyone would want it, right? The next day arrived, and Megan began her work. The atmosphere that night felt quiet and lonely. Suddenly, she received her first corpse. Megan followed the procedures well, such as photographing body parts and taking fingerprints. Suddenly, a broccoli man appeared. By that, I mean the hospital security guard named Dev, who startled Megan. Dev had come to check the area. While walking down the hallway, Megan saw a man. She was reminded of her past when her police friend was shot. However, it was just a hallucination because that memory still clung to her strongly. Megan thought about taking her medication, but decided against it to avoid becoming dependent on the tranquilizers, ensuring that her current therapy wouldn't be in vain. After finishing work, Megan was about to rest when Andrew, her ex-boyfriend, showed up to collect his belongings. Andrew was curious about Megan's current job. On the second night, the alarm sounded again, indicating a new corpse had arrived. However, when Megan checked, there was no one there. She was startled by a man trying to force his way in, who turned out to be Hannah's father from earlier in the story. What did he want? Let's find out. When the corpse arrived, it was the same time Hannah's father sneaked in. Megan did not notice this because she was chatting with the driver named Rendy. According to Rendy, the corpse was found at the bottom of the valley with sores on its body, and the perpetrator had not yet been caught. What was shocking was that the corpse was Hannah. When Rendy left, the atmosphere changed. Megan began her task with photographing, but she failed. She tried again a second time, but the same thing happened. Therefore, she decided to take fingerprints. However, once again, the computer Megan used could not read them. Then, when Megan decided to put the body away, objects around her fell. Megan tidied them up, but her hand got injured. While treating her hand, the morgue door opened by itself. Megan was curious about the corpse's information. She started to investigate Hannah. An oddity was found in the data. The eye color differed from reality. A fly landed on the corpse's face, climbing up and down until when Megan opened the body bag, a swarm of flies emerged. This caused Megan to start hallucinating again. While walking, Megan felt someone was following her. She decided to return to the morgue and was shocked to find Hannah's body missing. Megan started searching and was suddenly attacked by Hannah's father. Remembering her background as a former police officer, Megan was able to fight him off. As Hannah's father fled, Megan called for security and continued to chase him. She saw him about to burn Hannah's body in the cremation room. Dev and his friend arrived and subdued Hannah's father.
You gotta destroy her body. Get him up! You're coming with us!
Megan put Hannah's body back in the morgue, but once again, the door opened by itself. Curious, Megan checked the condition of the body. Suddenly, Andrew called to ask about Megan. At that moment, Hannah's body moved. Maybe it was stiff? Megan approached the body, and it moved again. Megan quickly put the body back. Lisa came to check on Megan and asked how she was. Megan then shared her recent experience, saying she saw a corpse that could breathe. Lisa seemed not to believe her. Dev arrived to temporarily replace Megan because Andrew came to see her. Megan took the opportunity to ask Andrew for information about Hannah. Dev, curious about a sound coming from the morgue, opened the door, resulting in an attack from a demon. Dev was thrown around and ended up in the morgue, leaving behind screams. Megan returned to see her room in disarray and assumed it was Dev's doing. She searched for Dev but couldn't find him. While in the bathroom, Megan was startled by a toy ball rolling underneath. As she checked it out, a hand quickly grabbed the ball. Andrew informed Megan again that he couldn't find any satisfactory information about Hannah. Megan then tried searching the internet and discovered that Hannah had previously been possessed by a demon. When Megan checked the condition of the corpse again, she was shocked to see that the wounds on Hannah's abdomen had disappeared. Megan went to the security room and requested the CCTV footage. Upon reviewing the footage, she saw a dark shadow in the hallway, which made her uneasy and tempted to take her medication. Megan shared her experience with Lisa and showed her the footage. However, Lisa found illegal drugs in Megan's bag and accused her of lying and hallucinating. Disappointed, Lisa left Megan and went for a smoke. During this time, Lisa saw Dev's hanging corpse and encountered the reanimated body of Hannah. Lisa then ran to the rooftop, with the corpse chasing her. Cornered, Lisa couldn't do anything, and her body floated until she died on the spot. Meanwhile, Megan received a new body and told Rendy about the strange occurrences related to Hannah's corpse, such as the disappearing wound on her abdomen, the failed photography attempts, and Hannah's father sneaking in. They were both puzzled and didn't know what was happening. While Megan was on the phone, Hannah's figure passed by her. At the same time, Rendy, who was about to leave, suddenly had his car break down. Megan checked the CCTV and saw Hannah's figure leaving her room and approaching Rendy, who was likely to be Hannah's next victim. Megan arrived to find Rendy already dead. Andrew called Megan to inform her that Hannah's father had escaped from prison after killing 2 police officers. Before their conversation ended, Hannah's father approached Megan and attacked her. He then took Hannah's body and noticed that her wounds were healing as she consumed more victims. Megan finally believed the man after hearing his story that Hannah had been severely depressed and possessed by a demon. When they tried to burn Hannah's body, she revived, and her father was killed on the spot. Megan attempted to escape, but was ultimately caught. Andrew, worried, went to find Megan. Megan, who had been locked in the morgue, managed to sneak out and met up with Andrew to escape. One of the staff members was killed by the reanimated corpse. Andrew was also attacked by Hannah, but Megan managed to stop the attack by firing several shots. Megan decided to burn the body herself while asking Andrew to seek help. Once again, Hannah's body reanimated and dragged Megan towards the furnace. However, Megan managed to break free, and Hannah was finally burned in the cremation chamber. Not long after, the police arrived, and Megan's expression was blank. Though she survived, there was something strange about her eyes. And with that, the film ended.